Oh, good morning, folks. Newfoundland Detector Mike here again this morning. I'm down at Flat Rocks again, trying to get a bit of a dig in before the rain comes today. See, she's a bit misty out this morning, so calling for the rain to start around noon, and well, I think it's around 9:30 or so right now. So yeah, wish me luck. Another one, kind of a mixed signal. I'm gonna dig it. Well, that's a little nail. Milk in there. Maybe it's just another nail. Yeah, just a big chunk of steel of some sort or another there. Well, there we go. Another old axe head just under the rocks here on the edge of this. Well, I guess it was an old foundation. Well, there's a nice little find just as the rain starts here. Let's dig a couple more things here, and I think I better get the heck out of here. Well, just to show you it's not all sunshine and roses here in Newfoundland, but still very beautiful even when it's raining outside. It's great out there with that fog over top of the little islands out there and whatnot. But yeah, that's gonna bring my little dig to a pretty quick close. I better get out of here. Well, there's an interesting little signal that I've overlooked for a little while coming down this hill, heading down into Flat Rocks. Looks like initials on there to me, but yeah, kind of see where I am here. There's that first old school there, the second old gray school, I guess we'll call that. But yeah, I'm just on my way down the hill. First find, very nice. Well, get a closer look at the inside of this old root cellar. Looks like there was a bed set up in here at one time or another. I'm not too sure. I'm going to go over there and take a look. But yeah. Wow, look at the ceiling. That big slab up on top of the ceiling. It's crazy. All kinds of metal on the ground here, or in the ground, so I'm going to have a little dig in here, I guess, and see if there's anything interesting. It's probably just steel, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, not too many finds so far today. No, this looks like a handle to a piece of cutlery by the looks of it, and the end's broken off. That would be my best guess for that one, so that would make it a pretty old piece of cutlery. This is kind of funny because it's a top to a pen. I don't know if you can see on the handle there, but it says Kenny on it, so I think this is Kenny's pen, unless that's a brand name. Well, there we go, my first axe head for the day. Yeah, they're always deep, eh? Always seem to be deep for some reason, or almost always anyways. But yeah, pretty good shape this one though. I'll be taking this one home, add it to my collection, I guess. Yeah, nice. Nice little spot here to stop and have a snack. Sitting on an old foundation here. Yeah, I sure don't get tired of the view here, that's for sure. I'm going to work my way down the hill. Another foundation just kind of down the hill next to me. I'm going to go detect that flat right before the ocean there and see if there's anything there. Well, kind of surprised I don't find more of these out here. This one's from 1973. Good old stubby. Well, this is an interesting find. I'm a long ways from the old gray school. Well, not a long ways, but quite a ways, I'm going to say. And look what I just dug up. This is like the other half of number 4, which is crazy because the other piece is up there. I dug it up. It's right beside the school. Check this out. This still swivels. Right? Swivels to get out of the way so you can walk in and out. That's just crazy. What a cool find. Holy. Well, this is kind of nice. Pretty decorative little piece here. I don't know if that was part of a lamp or what. Whoops. It was just kind of crimped onto something by the looks of it, but yeah, very pretty. It was ringing up 30s, 40s. So yeah, had me curious. Well, I was pretty sure this was going to be steel, and this is probably what I heard. Piece of somebody's old bean pot there. But yeah, that almost looks like a half a pair of a child's pair of scissors. You know, if I remember those in elementary school, that's kind of what they used to look like. Well, there's my solid find for the day. This was ringing up like a solid 66. So, you know, wow, look at that. That piece of an old oil lamp, that's just, wow, I couldn't believe it. It was down a ways, too. It was down a good, I don't know, at least 6 inches, maybe 8 inches down. Kind of up, sort of sitting in there like this, but, wow. That's a beauty, that is, that's for sure. Yeah, sweet find. Well, that was a pretty good dig. Good 6 inches down anyways through all that. Rocks and rocks and more rocks. Thank you for my pull tab shovel there for prying all those out of there. But yeah, piece of somebody's wood stove. Boy, you could just dust that off and drop it right in another hole there, that's for sure. Well, that was a pretty quick dig today. I'm not quite sure how long I was out there, but that rain started coming down pretty good. So, yeah, another axe head. Different shape this time, not the usual that I've been finding, that's for sure. I found way more lead than this, but this is probably the most significant thick piece anyways. And another clock frame. So, yeah, not a total loss, that's for sure. Just a little quick. Yeah, she's a bit foggy out here. I heard the foghorn going out in the bay there just a bit ago. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Well, folks, here's my finds for the day. Another one of those great axes. Almost all of them are this style, right? Yeah, just about all of them. And yeah, big piece of wood stove. Had to bring it back. Yeah, this piece of an oil lamp. Very cool. I guess that's my find for the day. And my other find for the day is the Kenny pen. Anybody know who Kenny was? And yeah, this. I'm not sure about this. I found this on the road just going down. They're not on the road, in the ground on the road. Looks like initials, could be numbers. I'm not really sure. But anyways, beautiful flat rocks. Like, share, and subscribe. 377 subscribers this morning, so yeah, it's still moving up. It's still moving up, so on my way to 1,000. Talk to you soon.